At first glance, Afiz Danial may come across as your average guy who is well qualified and has a successful professional career. Yet behind this bespectacled young man is someone who has pursued a passion to be different. Afiz is the creator and founder of Tail Socks, a designer socks brand inspired by Malaysian arts and culture. For someone who simply loves socks, he decided to build a business and is now the owner of this unique Malaysian brand. Each pair of designer socks has its own tale. Recorded live at Bayang Coffee Cafe, Taman Tun Dr. Ismail, on this episode of Cuba Cerita, let's meet Afiz Danial and hear his tales. Afiz Danial, what's your why? Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera everyone. Welcome to this episode of Cuba Cerita. We are hosting this event this afternoon as a live recording. First of all, thank you very much to Bayang Coffee Company in Taman Tun Dr. Ismail for kindly hosting us this afternoon. It's a very special event because we feel that, we wanted to change our setting, and hopefully this is more appealing to our audience. We also have many guests with us this afternoon to help, also enjoy the atmosphere. We have a guest today who is a young gentleman who has a passion, and this passion has become, in a way, a sort of a business for himself. And it's a growing interest by many of the corporate professionals and even general Malaysians alike. And it's in the field of designer socks. So please join me in welcoming Afiz Danial.
Thank you.
How are you, Afiz?
I'm good. First of all, that's a really good introduction. I'm honored to be here today. I'm Hafiz. Yes, I'm the socks guy that you were mentioning just now. Yeah, it's good to see you today.
Thank you.
Coach. Yeah.
And we met by coincidence in fact, more than 3-4 years ago.
Indeed.
In one of the Raya Rio bazaars. And in those days, I was just amazed by what you had to offer, which was designer socks with the Malaysian batik theme mainly. But since then, I've seen you grow by leaps and bounds, alhamdulillah. So thank you so much for coming. Cuba Cerita is all about exploring successful individuals, people who pursue their passion. And everyone has got their own individual passions and interests. But what I find most intriguing is, what is it about the person that helps them to achieve, whatever they achieve in their life, kan? So thank you once again. I know you're busy. You have got so many interests going. So thank you so much for making time. Okay, Afiz, this is a session where we get to know you. I've done a bit of research beyond the socks, and I understand that, for example, you originate from Seremban.
Yes, indeed.
You are a Malay college boy. Can you maybe just begin by sharing with us a little bit more about yourself? Your background. What is it that what it was like growing up? Maybe even some of your memories of Malay college or so.
Oh well, okay, thank you. Well, I'm from Seremban. I grew up with a small family lah. Came really a American family. I'm the youngest among all the 3 siblings. And during those days, as I grew up in Seremban, I banyak tengok my other siblings membesar. So kinda macam tengok dorang macam what's next for me lah, macam okay, kalau dorang ada benda something yang dorang buat, dorang ni, so you tend to tengok and take that as an example from them. So bila when I start in Seremban, and then I grew up daripada sekolah rendah in Seremban, and then I got a placed in the MCKK. So there's a lot of moments lah, childhood moments that brought me I am today. Sorry, a bit nervous. It's my first time in this whole set of like talking in front of people. But yeah, it is what it is. Masa tu. So
we've actually had a few guests who are from Malay College, I must say, and well, again, everyone is his own person. If I were to ask you, I mean, from what I see basically about you, were you like the average guy in college? I'm sorry lah, I mean, if I put you on the spot, are you like the average guy who like just conform with the normal boarding school punya routine ke, or were you maybe in reflection slightly different compared to the rest?
I would say during my my college days lah, my Malay college days, during that time, I masuk lambat sikit. Masa I MCKK, masa I form 1, I got the offer lambat. Masa tu I masuk bukan start dalam bulan 1 with other form 1 or whatsoever. So previously memang I grew up in Seremban. I sekolah rendah kat Seremban, and then I got offer masuk sekolah menengah kebangsaan kat Seremban. And then after a while, baru I dapat offer bulan 8. So I masuk lambat.
Much later in the year lah.
Yeah. So bila I masuk masa form 1 tu, my mindset during that time, bila I masuk, I fikir macam, all these sekolah asrama, all these kids from sekolah asrama penuh apa semua, maybe diorang so focus on the studies and then don't have time to like for fun stuff, always focus on the academics. So bila I masuk lambat, and then I have to catch up with all those people. Diorang masuk lagi awal, diorang masuk bulan 8. So there's a bit of jurang of like trying to get used to the environment, and also try to be yourself as well. So it took me a while to actually to be okay with the setup, asrama penuh apa semua. So dari situ memang I belajar nampak there's a lot of character. Kita datang daripada a lot of backgrounds. Saya datang daripada background daripada keluarga yang sederhana. Keluarga yang sederhana, dan family saya pun ada 3 adik-beradik macam saya cakap tadi. Yang first abang, dan second kakak, dan dia punya jurang pun dia punya umur pun adalah sangat jauh. A bit far from me lah. So bila I grew up, I tengok diorang membesar, then it's like for me macam okay, kalau diorang mereka macam diorang ambil this kind of trajectory, maybe I could go for like this, macam something like that. So banyak related to that lah. And then bila masuk sekolah asrama, bila I jumpa bercampur dengan ramai coming from all over nation, like we were form 1s, tapi coming from all over background. Like I'm from coming from Seremban, ada yang coming, my friend from Sabah, Sarawak. Tapi how we meet and get the middle ground to get together and to live together within that 5 years. So that's interesting for me, and for me masa tu not orang kata tak nampak mudah lah. Sebab you have to adjust. You have to adjust from coming from Seremban, urban area, then you bercampur masuk asrama penuh. That's a lot of 180 360 punya experience lah.
Really,
From 8 months dekat sekolah kebangsaan menengah biasa dekat Seremban, tiba suddenly you been call up dapat offer terakhir untuk masuk ke MCKK, ganti,
and everyone is settled in, and
everybody dah settled in. Then I came in totally as like a outsider. We have this call like macam term lah orang panggil. Bila orang masuk ni kan, because asrama penuh, to those people yang masuk asrama penuh, dia ada term-term lah. I mean it's okay to share because people know about it. Kalau orang yang lambat macam second batch, they call it burung. So bila ada orang masuk second batch, burung. Ada third batch, dia panggil some sort of like names lah. But you know, but for me special case because I masuk ganti seorang saja. Bukan macam you came
with the batch.
Ke tak. You came seorang and then you have to adapt with other 120 of them for the first batch. Masuk and they call me penguin.
Penguin. So now you know your name.
They call me penguin because kenapa? Pak burung semua lambat, dia terbang sampai. Penguin dia jalan lambat sikit sampai. So you the last one to sampai. That was a joke lah. We call it names.
I'm glad that you are upfront with your nickname because we've had a few guests who are like from Malay College, one doctor and one corporate leader. Whenever I ask them, what was your nickname in school? Oh, semua tak nak cakap.
No, there's some sort of like a nickname in terms of whoever masuk in certain batches lah. But my nickname in college always been a passing down from the seniors.
I see.
Macam my nickname orang panggil Apes. So bila
Afiz lah.
So bila kadang-kadang bila kita keluar jumpa with other people yang outside from sekolah asrama punya network,
so they know who you are.
Ada macam panggil macam, oh do you know Apes? So some people macam fikir macam, who's Apes? We call him Afiz. So ada yang macam tu lah. But yeah, in high school people
but in high school obviously you ada pakaian seragam lah. So you're not one of those yang sengaja pakai stokin warna lain
Oh.
tak berani lah.
Ada certain during that time we always have a macam code punya dress code lah. Tapi what I found a bit of like different because I have to share you a bit lah. When I was in the sekolah kebangsaan, sekolah menengah kebangsaan, and then bila transition masuk sekolah asrama penuh tu, of course you punya baju semua tukar. You have to change your clothes daripada seluar hijau. Masa tu I dapat surat seluar putih. And then you think about it, masa tu I never have like macam seluar putih. Masa sekolah rendah pun we never wear seluar putih sekolah. And then we have to wear like macam kasut kulit. You know, always have to kasut kulit hitam kan. And then bila masuk different setting after the 8 months, then I realise macam lain. I have to tukar baju seluar putih, baju putih. Then we have to keep kita punya seluar tu jangan kotor. You form 1, how you supposed to keep your seluar putih all the time? So macam tengok senior lain macam masa tu ada yang macam form 4, form 5, macam mana seluar diorang still putih? It's like they're still wearing after a while.
Junior kena basuh je.
Junior selalunya kalau yang kotor always here kat pocket. Always kat pocket lah. So that's a part of a different that I discovered lah when I got into boarding school. I would say the differences is there lah, nampak lah.
And I'm sure you have all sorts of stories and there's one other thing that I picked up when I first met you and we were chatting away. Kan after Malay College, you went to further studies. Okay. And I hope you don't mind me raising this, but I understand that you were maybe one of the very few who didn't take up a scholarship.
Oh yes, indeed.
Tell me more. What was it that your parents or even your family thought was the right thing to do at that time?
Nothing to do or to touch for like macam to say that tak nak ambil peluang untuk scholarship ke. Because for me the mindset come from my parents as well, because my parents punya background they're always macam if you mampu, kalau you mampu bagi peluang tu pada orang lain. So I have that macam masa during that time, alhamdulillah my parents ada rezeki lebih sikit untuk I sambung study apa semua. Untuk masa tu I pun cakap macam kenapa patut ke I ambil scholarship ke apa whatsoever.
Tapi everyone else was kan?
Yes, everyone else. Even I can even use my trial result to actually apply my scholarship whatsoever. Tapi my parents is kata macam tak mum and dad still boleh support kepada yang macam yang lagi memerlukan tu, bagilah peluang tu pada orang lain. Jadi for me not taking out a scholarship, also masa awal-awal bit puzzle juga, macam okay, kenapa I tak boleh ke, nak ambil boleh je kan. Tapi my parents kata it's okay.
That was the principle lah.
That was a principle, and then it be enticed to me lah. And then for me to say that macam it's okay, my parents boleh, tapi not to say that whatever I've been getting tu macam luxury lah, macam banyak my parents support. Cukup lah untuk pergi sana, untuk study. Tapi going back juga with my family history or background, like I said, saya macam I grew up bukan dalam keluarga yang senang lah juga dikatakan. There's a lot of phases in our life yang my parents show their characters to their children, and also for me to say that macam I tengok what my parents been showcasing previously, dia punya drive, even though kita tak dapat lagi, kita tak ada benda tu, but if you want anything, if you want something, you work hard for it, you work for it until you get it. So I tengok benda tu daripada kecil, because my parents pun not coming from corporate world, lambat untuk diorang join in corporate world. So I membesar pun diorang in the business world, tengok jatuh bangun diorang dalam business. That's juga membawa macam I dengan other siblings terpanggil untuk get involved in a very young age.
I see.
So dalam business, in terms of the things that they've been showcasing ni pun bukan benda yang recent, benda ni daripada kecil.
In reflection you can see what you saw when you were young.
And then bila transition of like life, bila daripada kecil I tengok my family, my mom and dad went through that struggles, and then ada masa tu lapang sikit, ada rezeki, and then I pun dapat sambung study dengan baik. Masa tu I teringat macam okay, we are at this phase of life, and then my parents cakap diorang mampu untuk hantar I study apa semua, then it's okay, then why don't that opportunity to give to other people.
Sure.
Yeah. That's a mindset lah.
That's a brilliant philosophy, and again, I mean, everyone is themselves, their choice in what they make. So you were in Manchester.
Yes.
University of Manchester?
University Salford, Manchester.
Salford, Manchester. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And you studied economics?
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I understand that even as a student, if I were to ask you in reflection, what is it that maybe maybe in an indirect way, what would you encourage students who study overseas today to do based on what you experienced in those days?
Good question. Yeah. In those days, because nowadays ramai macam fikir macam sambung study macam tak penting. People can just go for like being a creative content, creating content and things like that. I think the difference is a lot. Macam for me, based on my experience going abroad, further my study, the experience that you gain in overseas is different. I mean, the youth lah, is preference of certain people, how you want to explore your youth. And for me, I did my part. I explore my youth, going abroad. Ada certain of like networking of friends, apa semua. Tapi to tell the younger generations, if you have the opportunity to study abroad, take the opportunity to study abroad. I think it give you perspective, like another perspective that you can see that maybe orang lain tak nampak, tapi you nampak. That's the kind of valuable things that you can't get from anywhere else lah.
From what I researched of you, I noticed that you were quite a traveller. I mean, you like to see places, and maybe that broadened your perspective of things. Any stories to share?
Oh yes. You did research quite a lot about me.
I need to.
Thanks. Yeah, very thoroughly research. Really appreciate that. In terms of traveling, that sparked the interest bila I start studying abroad. Because bila I dapat the opportunity, my parents also told me that macam bagi tahu kalau ada chance jangan selalu balik sangat kat Malaysia. You know, kalau ada bercuti ke apa jangan selalu balik. You know, go you know, cari kerja ke, cari extra money if you want to go travel whatsoever, go ahead, you know, explore because you know it's your time. You know, you have your energy, you have those that time, go ahead. Kalau ada macam cuti panjang macam balik raya, baliklah. Tapi in terms of like cuti pendek-pendek ke apa in between, you know, just explore. And for me, I suka some sort of like backpacking punya travelling kind of experience. So whenever that I have opportunity, I have like a long break. I will susun lah schedule my uni schedule, make it every class semua jadi long weekend after that, and then I would go travel backpacking, and then certain places tu I suka pergi tengok arts, I suka tengok cultural. So I don't go shopping, I don't go macam pergi like tourist punya spot ke whatsoever. Tapi I go to experience the local punya attraction. There was a time Airbnb introduced dia punya experience in Airbnb. Instead of just macam you can find macam Airbnb untuk rumah, you can find Airbnb untuk experience. You know, you can go to the local punya tempat, you find the experience, you can get the experience. So I suka benda macam tu. I tested it. So whenever I go like overseas ke whatsoever, I use the Airbnb macam not just to book places to stay, but I book with person macam, you know, people to actually to show me around. So from there I could talk with the locals. I could do a locals like studio.
I never knew that existed actually.
Yes, it existed. So I tried it. I went to South America, went to North America. Yes, I used that kind of like method, macam backpacking punya style, meeting friends apa semua. Daripada I start masa I student punya years lagi. So from there I absorb a lot of some sort of like that my creative mind, my experience, how my minat dekat socks. That's how it spark. Bila I travel around the world, I tend to buy a certain macam socks that I would like to wear, ikut dia punya tempat, like a team. So if I go Grand Canyon, let's say I've been to Grand Canyon. I have like a cactus and Grand Canyon punya socks. So what I did, I used to post on my social media, Apes happy feet, like the hashtag. Whenever I go travel, I have socks.
Apes happy feet.
I always have a socks, and I took photos, and depan tu gambar scenery, and then my socks. So it's like a socks and the scenery, like but at different places lah, all around the world. So it sparks like macam minat I kumpul socks lah. So that's how I collected the socks. Whenever I go Europe ke mana-mana I travel, I beli socks, then I took photo with it.
So orang lain beli fridge magnet ke?
Beli fridge magnet ke? I cari socks. Yes. I was looking for socks. So bila I came back, we have this a huge collection of socks. When I came back to Malaysia and started working, that tend to be my wardrobe lah. I rotate my collection that I bought, become my wardrobe. So that's a spark, like conversation starter for me with other people during that time. People macam tanya macam, where did you get that socks? Where did you buy it? So masa I started working, and then people, you know, from clients like maybe bankers or like other people that I met in the industries, meet up semua meetings. So they tanya macam, nice collection. Where did you buy it? Where did you get it? So macam people keep asking me like where did I like receive my socks collection and things like that. Maybe I should, you know, come up with my own thing. That's how I sparked to like to do started tail socks and things like that lah.
And every sock has got a tail.
Yes.
To tell.
Yes.
Because I mean, I must say that personally, I think shoes and socks are amongst my passions juga lah, and especially when you're in the UK. because colorful socks, there are all sorts of designs.
Yeah.
So I used to do that. So I assumed it was because more of that, but I didn't realize you actually traveled elsewhere, and even Grand Canyon pun ada dia punya socks. I tak pernah perasan. Interesting.
I had those photos in archive Instagram. But I got a lot of travel photos.
Okay.
That's how I sparked to actually to have like macam I like socks. It's not like something tiba-tiba macam I terfikir macam I nak buat socks lah, nak jual socks lah. Some people macam, wait, why suddenly you want to sell socks? Boleh jual ke? But it's not. It's way back than that. It's a part of like, part of my journey when I was traveling, and I become a conversation starter with people that I traveled before. So it became like macam a story. So when I launched Tail Socks, that's why it called Tail, when we can share the design, inspiration through stories. Yeah.
Well, I must say that when I was first, introduced to Tail Socks, to me it was, number one, it was unique, and I was attracted by the designs itself. Okay, before we go into the intricate details of Tail Socks, there are many people out there. They've got passions, they've got interests, and it's you can be a collector of these interests.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to ask it. What is it about you that made you go the distance and decide, I actually want to produce my own type of socks? Because there must be a journey, let alone to actually get to where you are today, obviously. But there must be a point. Some people call it a tipping point, or some people spur of the moment interest. What is it that really made you decide that I'm going to go into this?
Like I said just now, the tipping point, there's no macam a certain time suddenly macam I fikir macam now I want to do socks. Like I said, dia minat tu dah lama. Minat yang I suka socks tu memang dah lama. And then bila I start working, when people start asking, dari situ I dah dapat that idea. And then I started to take my own initiative, my own free time. Whenever I have time, I will go to Central Market, I will go around KL just to see what's going on. What's going on in kind of like socks world of in Malaysia. So masa tu I tengok macam we have a few brands, but there's no like betul-betul like art design brands like socks, like focus on socks. We have Socks World and things like that masa tu. And then I was like, I took my own initiative lah to study, tengok, sebab I minat socks. So bila I tengok yang socks yang ada in the market pun banyak daripada luar, banyak pun daripada design pada luar.
Then random designs,
and then just random design. And then even it's but I pun collect socks juga. I bought it from other region, other countries juga. So for me, some designs are the repetitive design, came from the same place or same factory or whatsoever. So there's no uniqueness out of it. So bila I macam ternampak, macam bila I dah tengok kat Malaysia ni macam tak ada banyak lagi that kind of like Malaysian art punya design. That's why I macam terfikir macam maybe I could entice that Malaysian punya element, like batik punya design. We never seen like batik socks before. We never seen like macam rambutan socks, durian socks.
I'm wearing rambutan socks today.
Yeah, because kalau I pergi, contoh if I go travel around, if I go travel pergi Europe, let's say if I go London, I could find macam banana socks. But why cannot find like macam manggis or durian socks, right? Like that's our pride. So for me, if people can bring dong punya element to our world, why cannot us, like our Malaysian, our local, showcase our arts and design to the whole world? So that's the whole idea of like, let's make it different. Let's make it different. Let's make something in Malaysia, but we bring it out there instead of promote whatever yang ada kat sini, just for other people to actually we have this conversation. I have this conversation with my friend. Masa nak start tu, I remember I had this conversation with my best friend, because kita masa tu macam I started 2019.
2019.
2019 I started betul-betul launch like tail socks buat 2019. But previously previous before 2019 tu 2-3 tahun tu it's all about research, tengok and see the world. Macam I pun cakap dengan kawan I, macam we have a discussion macam if we ever want to like bring socks, like masuk like jual socks, macam mana kita nak buat?
Macam mana nak buat? Exactly.
Like nak buka the website, bawa all the socks around the world and just promote it. Ke macam mana? So there's a lot of things yang macam kita discuss masa tu buat borak, and then we come up with this idea. Mula fikir macam let's just make a brand and bring some sort of a lot of design from all over the world and put under one website. Let's do that.
That's one idea.
So, one of the idea. And I fikir macam there's no uniqueness towards that. Macam tak ada unique. Kita just promote other brands sama macam ada platform lah. And we go extra mile sikit, fikir macam how about we turn out from Malaysian art design, from what we have around like everyday thing that we see, that we turn it and become some sort of like accessory where we showcase on like towards socks, rather than there's a lot of people yang macam nak batik, baju batik, baju baju yang ada design of like Malaysian and things like that for gift, but why not socks?
And that's very common already kan?
And very common already. And that sparks me to feel that macam okay, maybe I could go extra mile sikit, do my own design. So I started to create and do my own design of like
so there is an artistic ability in you to come
a bit. I won't say much, but adalah to actually do.
Because I did see that you also you posted some videos of you actually looking at designs, and going through that motion of designing and choosing. I also know that again, starting a business or starting a passion is I think you're the type of person who doesn't do things lightly also, because I understand you went to China, or was it Hong Kong, to explore what is it actually going to take to actually produce your own socks. And I'll tell you this, actually I bought my first pairs of socks from you, gosh, it would have been 2020 or 2020, 2020, right? It was still early on. I didn't realize that, but I can tell you till today I wear it very often. In fact, it's gone through the washer so many times, but I've been very impressed by the quality of the material itself.
Thank you.
So yeah, tell us a bit more. I mean, I really like to know, because again, you've pursued a passion, and you make sure that it's something that's not just sambil lewa lah. It's really something that you do well.
It's a things that macam like you say is passion kan. Bila I tengok something like this is something that I like, yang betul-betul yang I really put time and energy. Like you said, it's true. I actually travel pergi ke Hong Kong, China to see, just to get the feel. When you want to start something, you kind of have a doubt about yourself, macam betul ke nak buat ni, betul ke you boleh buat. Then you gotta take that leap of faith sometimes, macam okay, kalau betul nak buat ni, let's find out, let's see what's the other side, what it looks like. So I took the initiative to go. Actually just to go there just to see the how the business works lah, in terms of trading.
It was expo or something.
It was a big expo. It was a Hong Kong expo in terms of the whole supplier in China will gather in the expo, and we showcase their product. And all around, and macam brand all around the world will come to the Hong Kong Expo just to get the quotations, things like that lah. But it's just for me, even though I have local kilang kat sini, but it's just to get the feel lah. You go to see what's going on and how you can enter this business, whether it works. If one day you want to push it to the international market, so that's one of the ways lah to get that feel. And it's true, for me, I'm not taking this thing lightly, even though macam I would say it's a side hustle, the things that I do when I have time whatsoever. But these things have been going on since 2019, and then you bought it this one of the
long
socks
after that.
2020, right?
I think so. Yeah, it was
and the material is still good,
Still good, yeah.
and the color is not fade out sangat. Yes, we really jaga in terms of the best quality that we can get, and the best design and pattern that we can produce. We really do our research in terms of certain design. Maybe tak boleh nak print dekat socks tu because of colours and things like that. So we got a lot of some textile advice juga to make sure that the colour, the pattern and the material is all good in terms of that. And we know that for years we'll be focusing on comb cotton punya material, and this is our best selling in terms of casual. Professional punya business socks. But we're moving to our casual and sports kind of range punya product, which we will launch on the second half of the year nanti.
I see.
So we're coming more after.
Can I just maybe take an opportunity to pick out some?
Yeah, sure.
Just to again, I like the concept that you have. Obviously, there are many designs and such, kan? Tapi just by way of interest, do you have a whole selection of designs, and then you say, okay, these are the ones that are going to go? And of course, now I know that you've moved to even having
pizza
box where you've got a few designs.
This is our best selling batik socks. It's a combination of the first collections of batik punya colour and the second collection, and we have our pop-up dekat Four Seasons Hotel. And
what's
also we have our physical pop-up.
I see.
If people want to get their socks, we have a physical pop-up.
Because you actually order them online, kan?
Yes. We can order online and get a physical pop-up dekat Four Seasons pun boleh. And then we just launched another pop-up dekat Singapore.
I see.
Yeah, so we are growing, but we're expanding with our base capacity lah.
And again, it's amazing because you're so unique. You're so unique in what you do, and maybe I'm ignorant, but I don't know whether there are others who have actually tried to go down this route. The most I've seen in Malaysian socks is maybe socks with bendera Malaysia lah. Which maybe is only popular around Hari Merdeka lah. But yeah, I one more point also. I must say that actually I wear them also bila I main tennis.
Oh, okay.
So basically lasak lah, berpeluh lah apa semua kan, and alhamdulillah the color remains, and the quality doesn't go away. So congratulations lah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's what we are striving to do. We're always gonna push ahead, to do a better quality, to make sure that tail socks showcase Malaysian art ke depan lah, untuk to those yang minat.
So you're not being tempted to make tail tudung or whatever, or tail shirts ke? Well, okay, these are unisex, by the way. So yes, ladies and men. I guess maybe more for the men, but ladies also are more than welcome. Yeah, I'm sure there are many colors that they can choose from also.
Yeah. One of the interesting story that I would like to share.
Yes.
When we started tail sock, kita macam focus on like a gift. We want to make it like a special gift to those that can give to to tourists, nak beli dekat airport or whatsoever. So we came up with this one box, satu socks, like a pair.
Yes, that's the one I bought.
Yeah. That one you bought is a one box, right?
Yes.
And then we discovered that people who bought tail socks, they tend to buy more than one pair, which is like 2-3
selection
pairs.
Kan?
So the one box doesn't work anymore in terms of like packaging. So that's why we came up dengan the box dengan macam pizza. So the people could just,
and you can fit in more than 3 kan,
more than 3 and things like that.
They make wonderful gifts actually.
Yes, memang intentionally memang untuk buat gift. And then from our customer data pun a lot of expats and foreigners who bought it in bulk and want to give it to their relative or whatsoever, which is we appreciate that our Malaysian art and design could be portrayed to the whole world.
Fantastic.
Eventually. So
Yeah.
because I pun ada dapat juga certain customer who give reviews. Ada yang I terjumpa. This is a very funny story lah. Macam I went for a meeting. Tiba-tiba I saw a person who sit depan I tu, he's wearing tail socks. Tapi dia tak tahu yang
You are the ni.
yeah, I'm the
Okay.
founder or whatsoever. Tapi you know, we had a meeting after
Yeah.
that, and then I asked him macam, oh, nice socks lah, cantik lah. Where'd you get the socks? And then they macam, oh yeah, it's nice. A friend got it from me, a gift, which is I really appreciate it. Dia kata tak banyak kita nampak art socks.
Socks.
They've seen a lot of pattern socks, macam pattern apa semua, like funky socks.
Yes.
But dia kata I tak nampak a lot of like art socks in Malaysia. Macam you know, some artists showcase dia punya artwork, you know, through socks and things like that. So dia kata I appreciate it. So coming from a stranger, saying that it is something really surreal for me lah. I rasa macam, oh okay, I at least got a real view saying that I'm one of the niche fan actually who like socks, who like funky socks, but I would ready to see art socks if you have. So yeah, we are targeting that niche market, and then alhamdulillah, tail socks macam tahun ni pun growing, expanding slowly, and then to those yang supporting tail socks pun alhamdulillah, nama-nama pun is a big names juga yang likes the socks.
I saw those names.
So it's a blissful. And then our intention is always want to showcase more in terms of Malaysian punya art. Macam I cakap tadi lah, kalau pattern macam luar punya pattern boleh masuk sini, and then it can be macam that's a generic pattern. Macam orang kita tengok banana socks, this is generic pattern all over the world. Is generic pattern banana socks. But why can't be like manggis socks could be like our generic socks, or durian socks, or even batik. Even batik, people would see it as a that's a batik pattern. People tak ada nampak macam like that's a Malaysian Asian batik ke like lain ke tak. Orang nampak macam okay, that's a generic as well. Because benda tu dah jadi norm. We want to make it like norm to make it happen. So for me, 5 years back, I never heard people ask for like batik socks, but now alhamdulillah, if you want to get batik socks, you know, you can visit tail socks.
And it's you know, it's not just batik socks. To me, I think it's more of designer, fashionable socks, which again, you know, it's like everyone has got a particular taste. I also know that even you've designed a pair of socks for Malay College. I guess a lot of your old Malay College boys also would be wearing them on Wednesdays. Good. Okay. Well, I mean, this is great. I think what we're going to do now, we're going to just take a short break, and we'll come back to you. So thank you so much.
Sure. Okay.
Welcome back. We've had such a lovely conversation with Afiz, and I'd like to thank also the members of the audience also who joined us today. We're going to allow maybe for some questions, if I can, you know, ask, you know, members around the sofa. Thank you so much also for joining us and listening in. Would you like to maybe ask questions? Maybe starting with Saiful. Any questions you'd like to ask Afiz while you're here?
Unfortunately, ask a business question.
Okay.
So, I guess, considering that you've run this for quite some time now, at what point in time do you think this will be a full-time thing?
Oh.
Is it going to be a permanently part-time, or is there going to be a point where you say, okay, this is it, I'm going to do this full-time?
Well, so just for the benefit of the audience, question that Saiful asked, which they may not have heard, is that, okay, I'm doing this. Afiz has got a professional career. Maybe rephrasing it, are you the type of person to plan a horizon, where you're going to take this business to, as well as being, you know, a corporate professional?
Of course, every business that you grow, that you start, you always want to make it big and focus on your business on one day. But for me, I started 2019 way back and take it phase by phase until now, and has been progressively, slowly expanding. And to answer your question, eventually it will be something bigger, something that I want to focus on. Like I said, this thing is something yang macam bukan kita just nak buat main-main macam tu je. We really put our effort in terms of get the design right, get the material right, get the attraction of people who actually support it, this brand on the right track. But we take it phase by phases. Sometimes kalau saya fikir nak cepat, nak grow and go my own too quick, and maybe it could crumble when I'm up there. Tapi it takes a lot of kesabaran lah untuk take it phases by phases, because sometimes it's seasonal to see the opportunity. Like this year, it's a good opportunity to showcase batik, the design that Malaysian art that we have around here to whole world. So for me, I want to focus on showcasing on that. Now let's see when Tail Socks have showcase dekat all over nation apa semua, and we'll see what's next. And to further answer the question, of course, to take it full time,
Step by step kan?
Step by step, phases by phases, and we have our plans. But we not rush in terms of make it another 5 years, another 3 years, and things
especially
like that.
Afiz, when you're enjoying it, you know, you don't want to add another element of pressure on yourself. Actually, can I ask this question before I invite the others? If there was something that you learned from this process that didn't go according to plan, what would it be?
Say it again.
Say for example, because what I understand of you really step by step plan this, you tried it out, you explored, kan? And of course it's nice to be able to plan. But if there was maybe in this experience, you know, obviously it's a lot of things that you know that you went through. But is there any part of that journey that say you wanted to do something but maybe it didn't go according to plan? Ada tak?
Ada, of course. When you put yourself in the situation, when you jump yourself into want to start a business, you're on your own. There's no guidance, you know. There's no A to Z or guidance to saying that this is the right way. You should do business, and then it gonna be boom 1 year or 2 years, and there's no trajectory. You even though there's a lot of example case studies, but every business journey is different. So I have to understand and put myself on my capacity during that time, with the experience I have, with the knowledge I gain, and then masa I pun balik study pun quite young, quite early age. I started working when I was just 21, 22, close that.
Wow.
So bila I balik, you know, sometimes kita darah muda, kita ada benda yang kita nak achieve. We have some sort of like achievement we want to achieve, milestone you want to achieve a certain years or whatsoever. But even though you have those plan, sometimes life hits you hard. You know, it might go sideways. But from there, I learn the most valuable things. Even though sometimes benda yang tak yang you nak, yang you project, you tragedy, you kind of have this kind of plan, everything seems good, suddenly it turned out differently. I had that kind of experience, and from there I learned that I tak boleh nak BPT on myself and then just give up and surrender. It's how I maneuver myself around it. Good. So good. It's how I take see the experience that happened to me, and try to shift it, and try to make my own way to make it positive. Even though people would say that it's not going to work, it's not going to happen, but these things, there's no right or wrong. You know, people have different. I mean, even even we sit closely each other pun, even
Kan.
I have share a lot of stuff, but people tend to have different mindset,
Yeah,
different
lah.
perspective.
Yeah.
So I cannot to say that okay, this is
It has to be this way.
it has to
and,
be this
yeah.
way. So I cannot, I pun
Yeah.
tak nak macam jadikan diri I put so much
Yeah. Yeah.
high hope. Sometimes it turn out differently.
Yeah,
So
you be practical in terms of what could be and what
yeah, at
will
least
be.
at least I have some ideas. I have some plan. Not blindly tak
Yeah
tahu
lah.
apa-apa.
Yeah.
I have some sort of like knowledge. But when certain stuff happen, I have to understand that with my capacity, what can I do to
Yeah.
maneuver it?
Yeah.
As long as I want to meet the
Yeah.
end point lah.
Yeah.
Macam my end point macam masa tu I start business, I start tail socks. There's a lot of doubt from people macam boleh jual ke? You jual socks, you bukan
I'm
jual
sure.
baju Melayu, you
Yeah.
bukan jual
Yeah.
benda yang macam
Yeah.
boleh jual laris.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for me, my the way my way of thinking masa I start, I'm not thinking of like I want to start, I want to make money fast, I want people to buy it fast. Macam orang beli.
Yeah.
And that's just I can, kalau I nak buat macam tu, I can just find whatever hot product in the
Yeah,
market
and then just,
and try to
make
sell
money.
it.
Yeah.
Right. For me, it's more to build an ecosystem.
Yeah.
When I discover macam benda yang I minat, I like art. When I discover socks, art sock macam my customer kata, I never seen an art sock, but I tap it. Masa tu 2019 when I started online, and people kata macam mana nak start you punya business online
And
saja.
then COVID also.
And then COVID hits,
kan?
and then you both start a few months, and then COVID hits, and then suddenly like there's a long time of like people staying at home.
Yeah.
How you gonna promote it?
Who's gonna
If investor datang pun macam how you gonna sell your socks?
Yeah.
Everybody stay at home that
Yeah,
time. You know. So there's a lot, and then other brands pun I see a lot of other brands they maneuver themselves like try to promote
Still be
accordingly.
relevant lah for
Still
different
being relevant.
circumstances.
So what I learn even masa I bekerja pun in my professional pun, kalau benda yang tak dapat apa yang kita nak, jangan putus asa.
Yeah.
Jangan tiba-tiba I rasa macam down sangat. Take it on the
Dekat lah kan.
Yeah. I mean take it on the bad note, saying that okay lah, sebabkan I rasa macam ni, I tak nak baik dengan orang ni
Yeah.
atau ni. It's just a part of experience.
Yeah.
For me, ada juga dalam my professional career, I dalam profession time, I nak something like this, but it turned out to be.
It doesn't happen that way.
It doesn't happen that way. But for me, I tak ada rasa macam,
Yeah.
I
So
should
you
get
take
that. It's
as
supposed
part
to be
of your
me.
ni.
It's not for me macam maybe it's not for me yet.
Yeah.
Because my intention, my minat I, like, I mean, I told even some people pun yang tahu my career aspiration is to become one well-known entrepreneur, or like not something to do macam jadi CEO ke apa ke. This is something yang lain lah kan.
Yeah.
So for me, my career aspiration pun is a bit lain.
Yeah.
I want to venture
And
something yang
you're on that journey lah, insyaAllah.
yeah, it's a bad journey. So how I maneuver myself to
Yeah.
meet
Yeah.
meet to the point lah. Yeah.
I know the ladies in the audience also are interested to ask a question.
Sorry,
to
can't see you
me
very
or
long.
to the guest. Okay, our guest. Okay. No, it's okay. You please
Yeah,
go
it's
ahead.
fine.
Ask the question and I can phrase it if it needs phrasing. Yeah.
I guess I would like to know what would you advise anyone who wants to turn their passion into a business?
Fantastic question.
Fantastic. Yeah.
What is it that you would advise anyone to turn a passion into a business?
I got this question a lot when people jumpa I, some of my colleagues ask me like, hey, how did you actually find the spark to actually just start nak buat, and then you find your passion, which is socks. Why you want to do socks? And then I told them, okay, it's not easy. It's not easy. You just want to you wake up, you just find out yourself, okay, I want to do business, I want to do socks. It's not easy just like that. For me, untuk discovery tu, you have to instill a minat tu, a really really deep interest. So called, I think it will become the interest could become an obsession to the point Like you obsessed to the point yang something tu you want to explore and understand the whole thing, the A to Z. Because some people macam I jumpa dia kata, oh I minat, tapi I minat nak buat business je. Tapi dia
secara
tak
umum, tapi tak
secara
tahu
umum,
exactly
tapi dia
apa
tak ada
nak buat.
benda apa. So when I ask macam some of my friend, dia kata macam okay, I want to start something, but what is it? But tapi dia dapat something tu, dia kata dia nak start business je, tapi dia tak explore lagi benda apa yang dia betul minat and obsessed. For me, to answer it, like for me, I'm kind of obsessed with that art and socks, and it also pun it ties back to yang benda I minat. Contohnya macam sebelum I berkecimpung untuk buat socks apa semua ni, I have some sort of like someone that I look up to. Benda ni pun penting juga. You have like example or like a certain someone that you looked up to and maybe you could follow. In this case, for me, I follow a number of athletes and that I like. And during that time, these athletes, in a way, if they want to showcase their punya fashion, they would showcase during their punya post walk of like before the game, pre-game walk, so you could see their punya style. So fashion has been grown around the celebrities and athletes during that time. So I have this one figure yang I macam tengok macam okay, he's kinda, you know, very very sharp when he's dressed into the game and post game, and that's how I got the obsession and macam okay, I want to find out more about socks. I want to find out more about this particular area. So to answer your question, in order for you to macam kita nak start something tu, I think it's more than just you rasa minat nak start. I think benda tu memang betul-betul contoh socks, you minat something, macam I minat socks,
You minat socks,
minat
and you
socks,
know what you want to do, go
because
for it.
some days ada hari when there's days are not good, in terms of sales ke whatsoever, this thing yang you know
Keeps you going, kan?
keeps you going.
Good
you know?
point. Good point.
You know, something yang macam yang you minat. Kalau yang benda yang you know some days yang macam kalau benda tu you tak cukup minat untuk buat benda tu, some of the bad days you feel demotivated, there's a possibility that you could give up.
You could give up, yeah.
But because not many people would come to you and say nice things about, you know, about the things that you do, but in reality, you know, that keeps you going. The things that you like, the things that you believe in, and you want to showcase. And you know, as for me, as sebelum masa tu tak sampai lagi macam mana I nak nampak, macam mana selagi benda tu tak nampak, I would try to work hard on it and make it happen. And in my case, showcasing tail socks to the whole world is my intention lah at this moment. That's how
and an opportunity to share that passion.
Exactly,
lah, kan?
exactly.
Fantastic.
And then it's good to see it. Now we have a small apa kata minat like from Malaysia pun dah ada a group of people who like socks, and then we kind of like known each other now, you know. We keep it in touch. It becomes a network. And also to answer more about your question, because some people might say that macam I want to pursue something that I want tapi tak berani, you know, tak berani nak berkecimpung ataupun nak start. For me, I have that fear as well. I don't know whether it's the right time or not. I don't know whether macam tiba-tiba macam fikir macam I nak buat benda ni. There's no guidance. And for me, to wake up tiba-tiba nak terfikir macam nak buat something tu sangat macam impossible lah, kan? And to go through with the things that I go through, I could say that the experience yang betul valuable is when I push myself to the things yang I tak pernah buat. It's like you explore the unknown. When I push yourself macam okay lah, I tak pernah explore business punya side. I never been this kind of like entrepreneur apa semua. Then you
take your passion into something beyond, kan?
Yeah, you take something passion into beyond. You tend to like you curiosity to lagi further. So you want to explore. You want to you know, explore more.
Yeah.
From that experience yang tak ada guidance, tak ada apa, that you have to seek more, and then benda yang you minat, I discover it macam it is something yang macam I would say that macam apa ni ayat tu,
takdir,
bukan takdir, dia macam okay, I rasa macam ni lah, bila I nak buat something tu, tiba-tiba macam tergerak hati, tergerak hati tu macam you want to do something tapi you tak berani kan,
get on with it lah.
get on with it. Tapi when you push it, when you put the niat, intention is good, then Tuhan tu buka pintu untuk explore. Because from my experience, I pun tak tahu whether I'm gonna be good at it or whatsoever, but I put my intention saying that okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to showcase, and let God shows me the way. So for me, I pun in the process of learning of this journey. So when this thing happen, it shows you open doors, it open more doors for you. Macam I rasa macam even though kita tak discover a lot of things lagi, tapi when you decided yourself, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to explore, and then the doors will open slowly, macam rasa macam it is you punya ways lah. And then the connection yang I got from that pun is a build up connections from my customer juga lah. That's a good thing.
I can see your siblings in the audience and they're looking at you. Betul ke ni Hafiz? Buka pintu je. Okay, angguk. Confirm. Okay. Thank you, Tanya. You asked a nice question and you got a nice answer also. Shayin, would you like to ask a question or do you have anything on your mind?
Since a lot of your designs are very carrying that Malaysian element,
Yes.
is there any plan for you to collaborate with local artists and local design?
Yes.
Good question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the question, just to make sure that the audience could hear, is that Malaysian designs. Are you looking into collaborations with Malaysian artists? Are you able to share?
Yes. Yeah. To answer your question, yes, we are on progress. We're doing that right now. We have some local artists on the pipeline that we are working with, and we are also working with local stores to put more visibility in terms of where the socks stand should be. And like I said, we already have visibility at Four Seasons Hotel, and we also just moved to Singapore. We also have another pop-up visibility in Singapore, and while we are focusing on the batik, wow, and Malaysian art and design, yes, we're gonna have local artists. That's why that's the whole purpose of Taysok actually. When I start at Taysok, like I said, I want to build an ecosystem of like where local artists could also come in and chip in and to showcase their artwork. So it will be part of the campaign of Taysok to showcase a local artist their artwork through socks. Yeah.
And hopefully also with us in Cuba Cerita, I'm not sure whether the audience knows, but from episode 1, in our closing credits, we always highlight Coach Azman has been wearing tail socks.
Oh, thank you.
And Captain Batik too. hint. Thank you, Shayin.
Thank you. Selalu dapat daripada podcast lain kan.
No, because I wear them.
Yes.
And I said it's nice to showcase a Malaysian.
I saw
brand.
one of the episode that you and Haris come down wearing it.
You alluded to that.
Yeah,
That's
both
gonna
of
come
them
up in my
wearing the
quiz.
same one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which actually brings me. Can we maybe pose some questions? By the way, there are socks for all of you who came today. Compliments of Cuba Cerita and Tail Socks. So for those of you who couldn't make it physically, I'm sorry, but also we've got some online questions. Not the online questions. We've got some questions. Can we put up the slides on the next one? These are just some questions we'd like to share with you. It helps us also learn more about Tail Socks and also Afiz. It's on yeah. So what we did was we put together some questions about you and also about Tail Socks in a way selingan sikit lah for the audience, and the others also are welcome to give it a try. Okay. Which university? This is not actually. I think it's University of Manchester.
Yes, it's University
you
of
went
Manchester.
to Suffolk.
Salford, yeah.
Salford. Okay.
But close by.
Close by.
The bleeding also quite the same. So
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay. Next question. Okay. So amongst the designs, which of these designs, they're all like male gender, which of these designs has a female version of sock? Is it Adiwarna, Dewa or Surya design? Dewa. Oh, that's easy. Next slide. Wow, so there you are. Was this on purpose? The
Yes,
Dewi
yes,
design?
indeed. Yeah, Dewa and Dewi is on purpose design.
Dewi is there.
Yeah.
Dewa. So I like that. Okay. Next question. This was the one. So this actually, there's a story tau.
I see.
I didn't know Hadith was a fan of tail socks, so we know the answer is Hadith lah. So what happens is we turn up that morning, and tengok-tengok we're both wearing the same exact design of socks.
Yeah,
And it became a talking point. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. So the question was, Coach Azman wore tail sock design with his guest, and it's of course siapa dia? Harith. Yeah. So Harith is the team. Yeah. This was nice. It's quite early on last year, in the previous season.
It's nice. It's
Yeah,
nice.
nice.
It's
Lovely
nice.
guy, lovely chap. Next question.
Oh,
What design is Afiz wearing? This one is a bit more. Sorry, batik. Oh yeah, it's batik. It is a name. Anyone can guess. Can guess the name of the design of socks that Afiz. This was the feature that appeared in the Edge, right?
Yes, this is the one that features on the Edge. Recent photos. I don't know why. I think they took this photo.
I don't have the answer. What's the name? Can you remember the name?
Lereng Timur.
Lereng Timur.
Lereng Timur.
So you have Lereng Timur. You also have Lereng Barat.
Yes, Lereng Timur and Lereng Barat, and here is the Lereng Barat. So
okay.
it's a different color and different style.
And are these names from the design of the batik itself ke?
Exactly.
So nama batik tu, corak batik tu.
Daripada the element from the batik is from. Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, when I did this design, Lereng Timur name came from the apa ni, kalau pokok pandan pisang tu kan kita buat batik yang stem tu kita chop guna apa ni, guna watercolor kan.
Yes.
So that stem tu ada part of this in the design. So we call Lereng Timur and Lereng Barat lah. So it's the name of the part of the
It's
story.
nice when you wear with this loafer type design shoes also kan.
Yes, exactly. That's where our intention as well. The things is when we have our new packaging for untuk airports and other gift shops, there will be like some sort of like back story of the design.
Brilliant.
And the batik and the very origin and things like that. So we are on the way to do that as well.
Next slide. Which of these designs has a special odor repellent? Wow, that was fast. This one is this was like a trick question, the $1 million question. So it's actually the durian design, which I also have a pair lah. Semua.
There was one sold out already.
Sold out already. So
to
mine is now a collector's item lah.
Yes. They
Can sell on eBay.
With the same design,
Is there audio?
Also, there's an odor repellent. I think that's all. Is that all? Yeah. We have any more? I think that was the last one. Okay, thank you very much. So, Afiz, thank you once again.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. I think it's been a good afternoon session it's a Sunday, by the way, Sunday afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. And all we can say is congratulations. Alhamdulillah rezeki Afiz to pursue something that's of course your passion, but more importantly, you have been successful. So we can only wish you all the best. Continue to pursue this, and I'm sure there's lots more of ideas and innovations which will come out. I think more importantly, through Cuba Cerita, this is an opportunity for us to inspire others to pursue their passion. Yes, it's never smooth, but that journey is part of the fun, So thank you once again, Afiz, and let's keep in touch. I certainly am an avid fan, so you'll be getting a lot of orders from my side, and I'm sure the rest of us too. Yeah?
Thank you
Okay.
so much. For me, from my side, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your invite. I really appreciate the guests who take times to be here and listen to my stories. I mean, for myself, I don't see myself at the stage of there yet. Tapi for me, it's a part of the journey,
Yeah.
and I'm still learning.
Yep.
I'm also learning from the audience and other people as well. And minta maaf kalau ada terlepas cakap atau terkasar bahasa. But my intention is come here to actually to share whatever that I have experienced, and also like you said, to inspire. I'm pretty sure there's many other people who can showcase and inspire better than me, but for me, for you to see me and to invite me to share my story, I'm really appreciate it. At least
the pleasure is
I could
equally
share
ours.
some of the stories.
Yeah. And who knows, we'll invite you on again.
InsyaAllah,
one
kalau ada
time.
rezeki.
Kalau ada rezeki, kalau you ada masa, jangan lupa kami Mana tahu Okay, so thank you once again, everyone, for joining us on this episode. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. I hope you appreciated the different setting that we decided to have this time around. And who knows, this may lead the way for other live sessions in future. So please, if you've got ideas of guests that you'd like us to invite, even venues that you feel could be easily, ventured in by us, please drop a comment in the box, and who knows, we'll be able to follow up on it. But till then, thank you once again for joining us. Take a lot of heat from today's session, and insyaAllah we'll see you again soon. Have a good day. Assalamualaikum. Salam sejahtera. Have a good week ahead.